Hi, my name is Jennifer Croff. I am a wife, mother to a 17-year-old, and a dog mom too. I work as an operations assistant at Tivo Dental Group. I train. I'm looking forward to my first fitness show coming up in 2 weeks. In Arizona, I have a friend who is a personal trainer, and I started working out with her, and I really liked it, and it made me feel good about myself. I always had a complex about my body, I'm sure as most women do, and I just wanted to feel better when I put clothes on and when I went out. And so I started working out, and here I am today. Working out with Alicia, she competed, and I went to her show, and the girls just looked really good. They looked like they had a lot of fun with fitness, and they made eating fun. I was always very hesitant to eat. I didn't want to gain weight, so I limited my food intake, but she ate and she looked wonderful and she had so much fun with it, and I wanted to experience that. So I started working out in hopes to compete, and now I'm going to compete in 2 weeks. I came to Atlanta last April. My parents live here. My sister also lives here with her children, and my other sister lives in Florida just a few hours away. And for 9 years I lived in Arizona and was far from the family. I didn't get to interact with them on holidays. It was really hard to travel 3 days. So coming closer to them allows me to spend more time with them. And how I got to know Team House of Payne is it's kind of funny. I was working out at LA Fitness, and I have had surgery on my feet, and I needed to go see a podiatrist because I thought one of the screws were coming up through, close to my bones. And I was sitting in there waiting for the doctor to come in, and Joe and I were flipping through a magazine, and at the bottom of the page it said House of Payne, and it had you guys' pictures in there and the gym and the phone number. So we actually ripped the page out of the magazine in the doctor's office and took it with us, and I called the next day, and that Friday I came and met with Steve and joined the gym the next Saturday. We came in on Saturday and watched the posing and signed up, and I've been here ever since, and I'm staying. I love it here. I love Team House of Payne. My ultimate dream would be to one day own a bakery. My passion is definitely in baking. I love to bake for people. I wish I could eat more of it, but I don't typically eat it unless I make avocado brownies. But I would love to have a bakery and do wedding cakes and muffins and bundt cakes and all those delicious sweet things. And then also even write a fitness competition or a healthy cookbook. Joe and I are working on creating a cookbook for not just fitness competitors, geared towards fitness competitors, because their meal plans, or our meal plans, are so different than any other meal plans, but also geared towards health and wellness and just living a good lifestyle, something you can continue with and not just do while you're competing. Okay. This is my husband Joe, and currently him and I are creating a cookbook for Team House of Payne, a health and wellness cookbook, a fitness cookbook, and he's going to explain it for you.
The cookbook actually came out of an idea that we just decided to do because Jennifer and I had started putting together meals that we didn't want to move away from what was actually in the meal plan for her training, and be able to stick to those types of things that we needed as far as our proteins and carbohydrates and everything. And over the years, I actually have had the pleasure of opening over 13 different restaurants, so I have a lot of experience cooking. And what we ended up finding a lot when we talked to a lot of competitors is that people get tired of the same food. A lot of people actually fall away from the meal plan because they get tired of eating bland food, like Jennifer had said, rice and chicken or tilapia. And what we found is that I could actually take tilapia or a salmon or a chicken, and I can make 20 different ways to be able to cook it based on just spices and different styles of cooking. Not adding heavy sauces, not using creams, not using much salt, but just changing certain rubs to be, with no salt and using fresh spices. I guess a lot of it actually came from I spent over 5 years overseas and spent a lot of time eating. I love food and I love the flavor of food. So if I wanted to be able to help Jennifer on this journey and to be able to continue it with her, I wanted to make food that everybody could enjoy. And we started enjoying it so much, and we're hearing that our friends in competitions weren't enjoying their food, that we decided it would be a good idea to put it all together and put it in writing and be able to share it with everybody so that they could actually enjoy the food and not feel like it was such a burden to be able to have this type of a lifestyle and not worry so much about when I'm training for a competition, this is the food I eat. But our plan is that when we're not training for the competition, we still have the same food. We still are able to maintain that lifestyle and enjoy ourselves. So that's why we decided to write it. So this cookbook will be available. We should have it completed in the late fall, the first run of this cookbook. We have a lot of things that we want to be able to put in it, a lot of things to be able to help out people, not only in the competition area, but definitely people that just want to have a healthy lifestyle. So late fall, definitely be looking out for it, and I can guarantee if you are looking for a spot to be able to find it, it'll be here available at the House of Payne. So please take a look and let us know what you think.